tuned, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. So again, it's your boy Cobe Rise.
Coming for you, coming for you, coming for you, coming for you.
Oh Lord, do not forget the gorillas. Everyone know we the realest, a bunch of go-getters. I bet you can tell I'm the illest. You don't need your fingers to feel it. You know I can straight spit, knock you out with a late hit. Feel like I'm the one, like I'm Neo, but this is the real life, not the Matrix. I'm about to go ape shit, huh? Ain't no gotta roll out. I know gotta roll out, yeah. I know gotta roll out, yeah. I roll on
Stay tuned, guys.
Turn this volume up. What's going on, cuz? I got my IG family tapping in. You dig what I'm saying? You got that Twitter news popping. Listen, we're talking about how to lose fat real fast. Yeah. Let me get this show started, man. Hold on, let me turn this music down real quick. Hear your boy speaking, man. This your boy Kobe Rise and Rise. You dig what I'm saying? We back at it again with a banger. Shout out to my man Ernest. What it do, boy? Hey, man, we doing good over here, big dog. I hope everything is going well your way, man. Hey, man, we keeping it rocking. We keeping it rolling. Listen, y'all, we getting straight to the topic, y'all. You can see the topic. We're talking about losing fat. This is a secret. So this is a secret to shredding fat when it comes to working out. And we're going to transform your body really, really fast. I'm doing this for free, y'all. I'm doing this for free, just off the rip. You dig? So I'm coming fresh off of the show. So for those that don't know, man, I had a physique show, aka a bodybuilding show that I just went and did back in Saturday, and it was in Greensboro, North Carolina. It was a great show. It was a pro show and an amateur show. I was competing in two classes. I was competing in the novice class, and I was competing in the open class. So the open class is the most competitive class, and that's the one that you can promote to. If you win first place overall, then you get a chance to get your pro card, and then you can start winning money. All right, you dig what I'm saying? Nothing much, man. And you said it. You absolutely right. You feel me? So we're going to come out. We're going to go in hard with it. This will be fire. Gems being dropped. Listen, shout to my man, Ja Body from the Ja Body Tribe. Ja Body Tribe.
Witness the might of the Jabari. First time.
Building, man. You already know what's going on, y'all. Hey, man, listen. Again, I got second place in my physique show, man. I got a nice little trophy, man. So it's your boy. You came shredded up. And yes, y'all, I did the show plant-based. That's right, 100% plant-based. And what food did I eat? Well, check the Rise and Rise Academy food pyramid, man. I did mostly alkaline veggies, alkaline grains, fruits and herbs, whole foods and snacks. And smallest portion on your plate is the clean meats. I didn't do any meat, though. So all I did was the bottom two. You dig? So I wanted to make sure I showed you guys the truth because, man, listen, we can compete at a high level eating plant-based, you dig? So you can see your boy still shredded. I'm still cut. We still jacked. You dig what I'm saying? And it's all plant-based. You know what I'm saying? It's all thanks to the God and the High Mighty. But it also is really good for getting your sea moss. So make sure you guys are getting the raspberry route for sea moss. It's a one way to clear out your organs. This is your 92 minerals of health, right? It fuels the body for energy, muscle recovery. It's also good for muscle building, supercharging your internal organs. Just $30 a jar. Yes, I will be at the Crunch Fitness Gym May the 29th. That's next Wednesday. I will be there from 6:30 to 8 p.m. I will be at the gym, and I will be giving away free samples of, yes, yours truly, the Raspberry Rafa Sea Moss. It's the only fitness sea moss you can get in the world. And guess who takes it? Your boy Cobe Rise and Rise, you dig? So if you're trying to get shredded up like your boy and get cut and get in this gym and getting this work, and you want your hair to grow, you want your hair getting all nice and dark, you want to have your skin looking all flourished, just like your man's, I suggest you go ahead and pop up to the shop at Crunch University Gym and between 6 and 8 o'clock p.m. May the 29th. You dig what I'm saying? So shout out to my risers, all right? Now, we do have trending news, right? The trending topic today, secrets to shredding fat and how you want to lose fat, all right? So check this out, man. There's so many ways to lose fat, but there's a guy, right? And his name is Dr. Mike Diamonds, okay? He breaks down precisely what you need to do to get to a 10% body fat percentage, all right? I want to pull it up so that way you guys can see what he's talking about, because the man dropped some gems, and I actually 100% agree with what he's talking about or what he stated. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down from a, of course, plant-based perspective, but I'm also going to break it down from a fitness perspective and what he's referring to and talking about. So I want to keep it professional, right? And I'm going to skip through the video, man, just so you guys can get a gist of it, right? I'm just going to skip through his intros and just so you guys can get a gist of it. Again, he's a doctor, and he went to school to study health in general, right? And he got his doctorate in it, so he knows what he's talking about from the smart standpoint. But he also competes just like I do, all right? And he's going to show you the rates, and he's going to break the math down, okay, and what he's talking about. So I'm going to play the video for a little bit, and he's going to go over the differences in body fat percentage and what it looks like, okay? So make sure that you guys throw the thumbs up in the comment section. Matter of fact, before you throw anything up, make sure you guys hit a like in the comment. Matter of fact, hit a like, hit a love tap on if you're on Facebook, comment below, and share this out to at least 2 to 3 people to make sure that they get this game, because, again, I'm about to break it down, and he's going to break it down, but I'm going to break it down even further, all right? We're going to break it to the earth's core. So make sure you guys are hitting that like, comment, man, because, again, we are going to go to the top, and we need this information shared out there to the public. You dig what I'm saying? And shout out to Ernest. He says, "What up, Jabari?" From the Jabari tribe. You dig what I'm saying? And congratulations, man. Listen, man, I appreciate that, Ernest. You dig? We're going to keep striving, man. We're going to keep it going. We're going to get to this first place. You dig what I'm saying? So, again, we're going to get to the topic. I'm going to share the screen, get to the video. Let me know if you guys can hear the video. All right. I'm going to play it right now. Hold on one second. Let me get to it. Wait a minute. Let me get the right motion. I got to get the motion in the ocean, y'all. Let me get the motion in the ocean. There we go.
Data, right? We just want the data, and we want to compare it between now and later. In this case, we'll just use an eye test. And I'm looking at Tori's physique, and I'm comparing it here between the gentlemen that I'm showing you, between 3 to 4.
So what he's talking about right here is he's showing you guys how to be able to determine fat percentage, and he's using the eye test, okay? If you look at the gentleman on the left-hand screen right here, the gentleman right here is at a certain body fat percentage. I'm going to give you guys a test and see if you guys are correct. Based on how his body type is, now look at the body types on the right. On the right are images of body fat percentages, okay? And we're using the eye test. So based on the eye test, what percentage of fat do you think this guy on the left has compared to the guys on the right-hand side? I'm not going to say because I've already seen the video and that would be cheating, but I want you guys to comment in the below. So let me know what body fat percentage this is on the bottom. And I'm going to look at some comments real quick. It says, I'm gravy, Ernest. Thank you. Hey, man, my boy's getting right down here. My boy's getting right down here. He says, anytime I'm good. Hey, man, listen, you guys better get up in the chat, y'all. Man, we got a fire chat coming up, man. So, again, look at the video, look at the guy on the left, and look at the sections on the right, and let me know what you think the body fat percentages are for this gentleman right here. I'm going to take a quick pause real quick. I'm going to eat some of this food while I see what y'all think and see what you guys think this body fat percentage is. By the way, I'm eating a plant-based meal. Beyond steak tips, and I had peppers with it, and I also had some toast. So I had pretty much like a Philly steak, all right? A Philly steak. But it was plant-based style, you feel me? All right. Ernest says 25%. Ernest, you might be on to something, big dog. Let's play the video.
4% all the way to 40. Tori's definitely not at 15. You can't see his abs. 20%, you know, the person can kind of start seeing the outline of the six-pack. Here at 25%, you can see that the person has a defined chest, which Tori has. He has a little bit of fat here on the side. But if we're looking at his midsection, you can see the fat at the love handles here at the curvature, right? That it's coming off, right? That it's kind of leaning towards the side. I would say he's 25. Then I'm comparing against 30. I want to say he does have a bit more fat tissue deposited on his chest and his belly, but it's not as heavy, right? So he's definitely not 30%. So he's between 25 and 30. For the sake of this video, I would say Tori's more so on the 25%.
So Ernest, you are 100% correct. Ding, 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 ding. You guessed 25%. You collect $200 pass go. I'll just play it, man. So yeah, this guy right here, man, on the left is in fact 25%. All right, he's 25% body fat. So if you guys can look and see based on the eye test, that's 25% body fat. If you're looking to get a little bit more lean, you want to start looking into that 15% or less body fat if you guys are trying to get shredded. Okay. When I did the show, I believe I was about maybe 10 or 9 or 8% body fat. So that's just to give you, well, I could have been less than that. I'll be honest with you. I'll let you guys tell. If you guys look on my IG page, you can see what body fat percentage I was just based on the eye test, right? So that'd be a good test for you guys. Anyway, we're going to continue the video. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
And I'll be honest with you, usually using an eye test can give you a good guesstimation of where you are. But for the purpose of this video, and you'll see how we utilize this data, I'll say Tori's at 25%. Let me know in the comments, do you agree that he's at 25%? Now, we've determined he's at 25% body fat and he's 217 pounds.
Pay attention to this, guys. This is the math. Okay, we're talking about it. He's a doctor, okay? So with being a doctor, he's going to give it to you from a scientific perspective, aka a mathematician perspective, because why? They're going to do and base things based on what can be calculated. So what can be calculated is what can be measured. Rule of thumb, whenever you're trying to lose weight, you measure your success through numbers. 1% of 217 is his weight, which is 2.17. Why is that important? Go to 25% body fat minus 10% because he wants to lose 10% body fat, which equals 15%. Watch it now. 15% body fat times 2.17 equals 32.55 pounds of fat. You're trying to lose body fat. These are the numbers. If you are 217 pounds, realistically, you want to lose about 1% fat of your weight. So if you're 217 pounds, you want to be losing 2.7 per. You want to use 2.7 body fat. All right. That's 1%. So that's to get to 15. So long story short, if you want to get to 15% body fat, you need to lose 32 pounds. That's how much fat you need to lose. AKA if you're trying to lose 32.55 pounds, your weight will be 184. So this is how you, excuse me, guys. This is how you calculate body fat percentages. If you want to lose your body fat percentage, you look at the eye test based on the last video, the last image I showed. Find out which one you want to be at. Let's say if you're at 20% and you want to get to 10%, then you'll do 20% minus 10%. That'll get you to 10%. So you multiply 10% times the 1% body fat of your weight. That will equal the amount of pounds you need to lose to get to a specific body fat percentage. This is the math. Take a screenshot of it, and that way you guys can see it. All right, we're gonna move on.
Sustainably is 1% a week. So that's going to take you 15 weeks. If you need to lose 20%, it can take you 20 weeks. And sometimes I like adding 4 more weeks to that time for a buffer in case you get sick, you're traveling, any of the things that can come about. So it can take Tori anywhere between 15 to 19 weeks. Tori went from 217 to 181 pounds. And he lost 36 pounds and he got to that goal, right? So just to show you how accurate the math is, and he went from 25% all the way down to 11%, decreased his body fat by more than half. And that is how we determined it, right? So just to show you that when you set goals like this, you know exactly what targets to hit, and the likelihood that you hit it goes from 50% to like 90% because now you have targets. And you can see Tori has veins coming up his abs. Undoubtedly,
man, as you can see, this is the after effect. So you can tell that he was actually correct on the math. Shout out to Ernest, said, oh, I did happen to have an ebook of shredding that Showtime did a while ago. Yeah, I think he's talking about the ebook that Showtime did, right? But long story short, you can use math for that. So I'm giving you guys a video breakdown of the same thing. This is something that every trainer should know. If you're a trainer, this is something that you should already know anyway, right? But I'm giving it to you guys for free because why? I rise with y'all, and I want to make sure everybody getting to the goals. You dig? Y'all want to get shredded? This ball went from 217 pounds all the way to 184 pounds at 15% body fat. The man looks amazing. Looks like a completely different person. He almost does because his hair is a little bit longer. Hair is a little bit longer, looks more shredded. He's different. I mean, you can look at his face and almost tell the difference. So think about this, guys. The difference in losing body fat percentage gives you a whole new look. The man doesn't even look the same anymore. Doesn't even look the same anymore. Ernest says, yep. I'm familiar with that book. But anyway, this is what every trainer should use when it comes to losing body fat percentage. You need to know the math. This is why you can't drop 30 pounds in 1 month safely. You have to do it gradually. 15 to 20 weeks is 3 to 4 months. Jabbar, you were absolutely right. This is important because everybody, well, no, let me not say that. I'll use me for example. A lot of people want to come up to me and say, man, listen, bro, I'm trying to lose 40 pounds in 2 months. What can you do for me? I can't do nothing for you. You better get some lipo. Bro, you're not safely going to lose 40 pounds in 2 months. That's 20 pounds a month. That's dangerous, big dog. It's dangerous, depending on how big you are. Nah, bro. Do it safely. Why? You want to do it safely because it's something that you can maintain for a longer period of time. Why is that important? You do it for a longer period of time because you make it a lifestyle, and that's what makes it a part of your goal, which is how you get faster results because you're making it a part of your everyday lifestyle. Once you make it a part of your lifestyle, that's when you start to see results come fast. Jabari, I agree. Yes, it's 100% right. Let's continue the video.
He hit 10%, right?
Make sure you guys hit that like.
Let's move on. So calculate your own body fat percentage. Step 1. We now have step 0. We know what our targets are. Step 1 is we want to lose 1% of body fat or more. This is going to be the fastest way. And from this point onwards, guys, you're going to hear things you may have heard already, but I'm going to leave you with very, very profound nuggets. That is so important. We need the perfect caloric deficit. And I put this image here of Tori. Look at my guy. He's happy. He's eating cheesecake and it looks like he has a 9-pack. Look at him. He's so shredded right now. But if your diet is not perfect, if it's not enjoyable, how long can you keep that up? How long? So when you do it any other way, with a fat diet, or, you know, I'm going to go on a juice cleanse, when you do something you know you can't do the rest of your life, you won't enjoy it and you won't get there. So make sure that the diet.
I'll just say, you won't enjoy it and you won't get there, which is why you need to make it a part of your everyday lifestyle. What's going on, Tiana? We're talking about losing fat. We're talking about getting shredded. Let me know your thoughts on getting shredded, losing fat, losing it fast. We're actually doing a video breakdown of the numbers, right? So give your take in the comment section. I'll share it out to the people. Now, you got to make it a part of your lifestyle or else you will not get to your goals, all right? Let's continue.
You're following, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. You're enjoying. Make sure that you enjoy it. It's perfect for you. Now, to explain the science behind it is...
Check it out. I'm going to explain it. Why? Because it's my show. Anyway, so you take 10 times your body weight in kilograms. You add 6.25 height in centimeters, right? 5 times in age, right? BMR for males. So as long as you know your BMR, all right? Same thing for women and men, all right? What I like to do personally is you want to make sure that you are eating a caloric deficit based on your BMI. That's long story short what I like to say. So let's just say if your daily calories, let's say your daily calories can be like 2,000. All right, you need to be burning more than that. All right, so you need to be moving your body. Long story short, so if you're intaking 2,000, you need to be burning close to that same amount. All right, so you can be in a caloric deficit. So you want to be eating less than 2,000 calories. So you got to be able to work out. You got to move your body, right? And he talks about it in a brief detail. But I'm gonna skip it around a little bit so that way you guys can see the perfect calorie deficit. And this is what he's talking about: calories out and calories in. So pay attention to this, guys.
Calories, all of this. And what you need to do to be able to lose fat is make sure that you're eating less, right? And you're seeing here this difference here, this empty gap will be replaced with your fat, right? So this is a perfect way. And actually, let me show you guys a video that I made explaining this the best that I can.
Forget everything you thought you knew about bone health.
Now check this out, guys. So when he went, and I'm just talking because the ads over here, but in the gist of it, he's talking about the calories consumed eating is a little bit. Look at the battery. Think about your battery charge. Your consumed eating. So these are your calories in. So these are your let's say if you're on a plant-based diet, this is your Beyond Meat. This is your strawberries. This is your wild rice. This is your bell pepper. And this is a protein shake, right? That's consumed calories in. Now you need to be burning out through what? Exercise is your biggest one. Activity is your next biggest one. Resting is the next biggest one. So you want to be burning calories while you're resting. By activities, I'm talking about walking, doing outside work, like getting in the garden. You can be going outside playing with your kids, playing sports, exercise, going to the gym, getting your cardio in, going to the gym, getting your weights, getting your workouts in from a muzz who want to get jacked like your boy. That's your calories out. So if you want to be in a caloric deficit, eat your calories, but you need to be burning that mug off for you to be in a caloric deficit. Why is it important? Because you need that to lose fat percentage. Do the calculations first and know your numbers, aka that is your goal. Doing the numbers is your goal. Now we're talking about the strategy of how to get there. How to get there is your calories in needs to be at about a 70%, but 100% output. Use what you're eating to fuel your calories out. That's how you stay jacked and shredded up. You dig? My man Ernest says, I agree. And he says, true. I feel like 2 chains. All right. Let's keep it going, y'all. He's now going to go over what he's talking about as far as calories in. This is important.
you, right? That entire graph, your TDEE. It's your exercise, your walking,
Fast
the
forward.
best that I can.
This is what you want to happen on a caloric deficit. You wake up each and every single morning, you're fasted, there's nothing in your system. What you want to do is fill 20% of your caloric intake with your healthy fats that's going to help you maintain hormonal regulation amongst many things. Some olive oil, some butter, the cheese you add to your meal, the egg yolks from your whole egg. And that's 20% of your total caloric intake. You want to allocate 40% of your total caloric intake towards your carbs. This is going to be the main energy source for your brain and your body in terms of lifting and carrying out your day-to-day tasks. And that comes in the source of carbohydrates. You want a serving of vegetables in those 40%. You want one serving of fruit in that 40%. Rice, a great source of carbohydrates. And whatever else you decide you want in terms of your carbs. In this case, I'm going to be using soup for today. Awesome. You've hit your allocated 40% of total carbohydrate intake. This is essential so you can perform really well in the gym. It's going to help you burn more calories. It is not your enemy. The only problem is it's easy to overeat. And then finally, we want to allocate 40% of our total caloric intake towards protein. A whey protein from HP Labs. That is sent to support the boy. Some lean chicken breast to mix it up. Some white fish. At the end of the day, if you hit this consistently, you leave yourself with about 20% of a caloric deficit and do this over and over again. And this is exactly what happens. You go into your storage, your fat.
Hey, man, I just want to point out something real quick. Let me go back. If you look at his refrigerator, you see everything that's in there. His refrigerator is not that full. It's not that full. And I'm gonna give you guys a gem. My refrigerator looks just like this. My refrigerator, mine. As jacked as I am, look at my triceps, bro. The shoulders, the biceps. My refrigerator looks just like that. So if y'all boys want to get shredded up, y'all refrigerator need to look like that. I think there's a question. What we got going on? I do have a question. Can doing intermittent fasting help you lose body fat? Absolutely, positively. Fasting, intermittent fasting does help you lose body fat. And it's actually funny you asked that because he's going to go over something like that similarly in this video. Next question says, the reason I'm asking is because for me personally, I tend to skip breakfast, let alone sometimes lunch. Well, see, now you want to be smart because if you want to use intermittent fasting, you got to make sure you're working out properly and you want to make sure you're eating the proper amount of foods because why? It's important for your macros. This is why if you're going to do intermittent fasting, you need to know how to macro count. You need to count the right amount of fats. You need to count the right amount of carbs, and you need to count the right amount of protein. He broke it down right there. And if you actually are looking for a specific food list, let me know. And what I can do is give you the food pyramid with the food list to let you know what's going on. What's going on, big dog? Let me see if I can get you in on this live. We got Clay coming in live on the IG. We got my man Clay coming in live on the IG. You feel me? I'm going to see if I can bring him on. I don't know what it's doing, Clay. I just hit the accept button. So I don't know. Maybe you got to do something on your side. So, yeah. Make sure you know how to macro count, Ernest. If you're going to do intermittent fasting, you need the right amount of carbs because you need to fuel your body to work out. That's how you tend to get the right amount of shreddedness, a.k.a. body fat percentage. Facts, I agree. There you go. Let's continue the video.
Percent of a caloric deficit and do this over and over again. And this is exactly what happens. You go into your storage, your fat tissue, and the day passes by. You establish a 500 caloric deficit. 2 weeks pass by, and you start feeling that the weight's coming off. You're looking better and feeling better in your shirts. And your body has to compensate for the lack of energy that you're giving it and following a diet consistently. This is what you shouldn't do when you're trying to establish a caloric deficit. And eventually, there's going to be too many calories in here. And because these are so calorically dense, there's so many calories in these foods.
What that means is you're about to be overweight, boy. Surplus. What does that mean? That's overindulging. Once you start adding the pizzas, the processed foods, the McDonald's French fries, and AKA your weekend cheat meals, that is your surplus, and that's where you start to fail. This is why people always fail whenever they try to add a cheat meal in there. What's going on, Rich? You start to cheat. Once you start cheating, it's a downhill. You're doing yourself a disservice. disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice. Look at all that. You start adding all this stuff. Now you be doing good all week. And once you start adding that surplus in, you jacked up your weekend of 2 days of eating junk, jacked up your whole week that you just burnt great calories. That's why y'all are not losing fat. That's why your backs are still big, because you're doing a surplus and it's messing y'all up. It's easy to be in a surplus and affects y'all's bodies way more. Why? Because you haven't trained properly. This is why whenever you're starting to train, you can't cheat. Get your body used to getting into a caloric deficit for an extended period of time. You got to know how to let your body burn the fat first. You have to train your body to get in that mode. When you train your body to start burning it as you go, you can start cutting a little bit, and a cheat meal won't bother you that bad when you stay consistent. Let me go back to what Jabbar was talking about. This is why you can't drop 30 pounds in a month safely, because you have to do it gradually, 3 to 4 months. It takes time, y'all. It takes time. This is how the body learns. You need to know how to teach your body. Doing and learning how to cut fat is teaching your body something important. It's teaching it how to burn calories. Let's go back to it. So we're on the 15-minute mile mark. It's teaching your body how to do this. Resting calories. Right now, y'all bodies ain't burning calories when you're resting because your bodies aren't used to it. You're not training your body. You're not fueling the body with the proper fuel that your body needs. You are a Lamborghini and trying to put 87 gas in that mug thinking that you're going to get a fast result. Boy, y'all Lamborghini going to break down on the side of the road looking busted and dusted. Looking crazy out here. Looking crazy. Let's get back to the video.
And eventually, there's going to be too many calories in here. And because these are so calorically dense, there's so many calories in these foods, your body has no other option but to store it, because it has nothing else to do with all this energy. So we store the burger, we store the fries. And if you're watching this video, well, you know how it goes. Let's move on into the next part of the video.
And the science is to make sure that we are eating less calories than what we're burning is we minus 500 from that total daily energy expenditure. And what happens is 500 calories a day, let's say you're burning
500 calories a day is 1 pound of fat. So if you're working out, burning at least 500 calories per day, you're going to lose a pound of fat. That means you need to be burning that thing, which means you need to be working out. This is why I told you guys it's important. Ernest says, I'll keep that in mind. Facts, I agree. And whoa, yes, bro, whoa. Man, we're about to blow y'all minds today, man. We breaking it down all the way. Losing 1 pound of fat, you need to be burning 500 calories per day. Look at how many days it is. This is why I told y'all to work out every single day. You don't get any days off. They're like, well, I got to work out 6-7 days a week, because you need to lose a pound of fat every week. And you need to not cheat, because you're doing your body a disservice when you don't. Active rest days, y'all. You got to move your body. What they say on 85 South Show? You got to be moving that body, babe. Got to move. See, man, this is the problem with y'all. Y'all try to not work out and think you're going to be losing a pound of fat, thinking you're going to drop about 40 pounds and not do any workouts. You must be out your blood clot mind. You got to work out every day. You got to work out hard, bro. Burning 500 calories, dog. Burn them. You got to burn them. But you can't just burn them, though. You got to make sure your caloric deficit is on point. Your macros are on point, because that is the fuel that you need to not burn just the weight, but you got to burn the fat. So the fat comes with that. And I say you do weight so you can build muscle. Because when you build muscle, these are the tips, y'all. When you build muscle, you automatically lose fat. Off the rip, I'm giving y'all the slam dunk. The key is that, man, you guys lift weights every day, at least 3 to 4 days. I say 4 to 5. You feel me? Because you got to build that muscle up. And you still got to burn 500 calories. And you got to be in a caloric deficit. And you got to count your macros. But with consistency of what my man Jabody Tribe was just giving you guys, bro, 3 to 4 months. 3 to 4 months. How many days in a week? 7 days. Look at this, a pound of fat per week. How many weeks is in a month? 4. That's 4 pounds of fat per month. What's 4 times 3? 12. That's 12 pounds of fat that you're losing by staying consistent. No cheat days, dog. No cheat days. And you better be active every single day. I don't care if you're on vacation. You better be working out on vacation. Take you some jump rope. You better get on the treadmill. You better run. You do some push-ups, do some HIIT workout. You burn them calories off. And you still got to be eating clean on vacation. Y'all thought I was playing. Everybody thought I was strict. I'm like, no, I'm trying to give you the game. Y'all trying to get out there and get lit, get lit. What's going on, big boy? What's going on? We talking about losing fat. I'm giving them the game. 500 calories burned Monday through Sunday every day equals 1 pound of fat loss. Let's continue the video, man. I don't want to harbor the point because y'all already get it. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. He's talking about Chat GPT. Y'all can actually do this same thing on Chat GPT. You can pull up your own macronutrients. And I'm going to give you guys the game. I'm going to show y'all boys what's happening. Hey, man, we still got to get up about that commercial too, bro. Definitely hit me in the IG. Before I continue, man, shout out to Ernest. He says, but you do speak the truth here, brother. 100%. 100%. I'm not talking out the side of my neck. I'm telling y'all something that I do, that I tell everybody else to do, and they think I'm strict. They think I'm strict, and I'm like, no, I'm not strict. I'm just giving you the bare minimum. This is the bare minimum if you're trying to cut the fat. But you see the results that happen. Look at the video. Look at the picture of what happened. If y'all boys want to look like this, if you want to look like this, let me go back. Hold on. Let me go forward, actually. If y'all want to look like this man right here on the right instead of the left, y'all boys be losing 1 pound of fat a day. Excuse me, 1 pound of fat a week consistently. What's going on, mommy love? We're talking about losing fat. I'm breaking it down. 500 calories per day. Burn. And you got to be in a caloric deficit. And you got to be counting your macros. Get the right amount of carbs, the right amount of protein, and the right amount of fats. Me personally, I do it the plant-based style. Why? Because you naturally are in a caloric deficit when you do it plant-based style, because you increase your fiber, you soothe your stool, and you clean your organs out. So you getting a double whammy. So you really getting that 1-2 hook to give them the knockout. But you got to keep it consistent. And there ain't no cheat meals here, baby. All right. Let's continue forward. Now he's going to talk about the biggest mistakes. Pay attention to the biggest mistakes, y'all. I might have already said it, but pay attention anyway.
Change them. So don't be so fixated on the macros. Just put them into practice, do the work. Utilize apps like my macro factor, and my fitness pal to track. Again, I'm not affiliated with any of these companies, but you guys may be like right now, all of you guys, all you pros, like I've tried this before. It didn't work. And it's a really good video. This is what happens when you don't track.
Probably like 100. No, here's what 100 calories actually looks like.
So what I wanted to show you guys is like, look at the difference of what
he's talking about, what 100 calories look like. Pay attention, man. It's incredible.
100 calories looks like between different foods. Look at this popcorn, it's so much. And then look at just how many M&Ms, and look at oil. Just 10 grams of oil is 100 calories. So this is so common. 2 Oreos is 100 calories. You know, people eat dates and they are like, yeah, dates are healthy, so I'm gonna eat this. So it's so common. It's very, very common for people to think they're eating the right amount of calories, but when you track it, you're sure that you're actually eating the right amount. So please track your food. Use an app and use oil as 100 calories for people different. Maybe you put too much.
A lot. These are bigger mistakes that you guys. Now this is what he's went through. Not tracking your apps, trying to eyeball this stuff, drinking y'all's calories, and not being consistent. What did I just tell y'all boys? I told y'all boys about consistency. When you're not consistent, it's a big mistake. Big mistake. You mistake how many calories that you're getting in. Let me see if I can watch this video. Yeah, you can watch the video, bro, if you go to my YouTube, Rise and Rise Academy. You dig? But like I was saying, drinking your calories, we were talking about that. Shout out to my man Clay. We were talking about this, and when you go out to to the bar, drinking you a mixed drink, you already down in 200, 300 grams in one drink, one cup. What's going on, D? We talking about fat loss, big dog. What's popping, player? And one mixed drink, and I know you know about this, D. One mixed drink is a lot of calories, y'all. 200 to 300 grams per mixed drink. And you know y'all boys about drinking 3 cups, 3-4 drinks at the bar. What's that? Y'all already had 1,200 calories, and now y'all just drink them. Y'all are mistaken because that's adding to your surplus. Y'all have to realize how much y'all are eating. What's going on, Mike, man? We talking about fat loss, bro. I'm giving the game on how to lose fat. 500 calories burned equals 1 pound of fat per week when you keep it consistent, which I already know you know, big dog. I'm giving them the breakdown. So make sure you guys are being consistent. These are mistakes, so take a screenshot of this. Why? Because it's important to track your calories. It's important to not try to eyeball this thing, especially if you're new to the gym and working out. You're not skilled enough to know how to eyeball this stuff. Get you a food scale and get you an app like Lose It or get you an app like MyFitnessPal so you can know your calories. You dig what I'm saying? My man says good stuff, bro. You already know, man. Well, we just giving them the game, big dog. That's all we're doing, trying to keep them active. Every single day, you got to be burning 500, at least 500 calories, and you need to be in a calorie deficit, in order for this to work. Keep it consistent for about 3 to 4 months. You're going to see the return. My man just said it. He got to 15% body fat. He went from 25% to 15% body fat, and it only took him 36 weeks. And what it got him, he went from 217 pounds to 184, and the man was shredded up. Boy, looked like $1 million. Didn't even know it. Looked completely different. Hair got longer, skin flourished, all that, bro. Wow. In about 36 weeks. And all he did was keep it consistent. Let's keep it going in the video.
Macros.
Welcome to Fall River.
Ad. We ain't gonna promote this ad, but anyway, if you guys keep it consistent, y'all, you will see the biggest gains, right? And you can do this on the other side, so you can gain weight and still cut fat too. Know your macros. Make sure that your carbs are a little bit lower, so that way you can still eat a lot more, but clean a lot. So that way you can have a clean bulk. That's what we call a clean bulk. So let's continue to the video.
Because I have all the knowledge I need in my brain with different specialized techniques that the AI will never give me.
What he's doing right now is he's creating a whole food list for you guys. And he did it through ChatGPT. So the first thing he did was oatmeal. He did whey protein with the oatmeal, tablespoon of almond butter, right? And this is what he typed in. You guys can't see it in the video, so I'm going to tell it to you out loud. To create a food plan based on your macros of 217 grams of protein, which is how much you weigh, 285 grams of carbs, and 56 grams of fat per day. If you're looking for those macros, all you have to do is go to ChatGPT and create your own macro list. And that's how you do it. Find a macro list for how much you're trying to lose. If you need me to do it, holler at your boy. I'll do it for you. You dig what I'm saying? Let's continue on. Anyway, this is what he did. Protein shake, handful of mixed nuts. Handful, y'all, handful. For lunch, grilled chicken breast, 8 ounces, which is pretty much the palm of your hand. Quinoa, 1 cup of cooked quinoa, a cup of steamed broccoli. Afternoon snack, he said cottage cheese, and he said an apple, right? For dinner, he's got salmon, 6 ounces, the palm of your hand. Sweet potato, 1 large baked. And a cup of a green salad, mixed green salad, 2 cups actually, with olive oil and vinegar dressing. I'm going to give y'all a quick tip. Vinegar-based dressing is a for sure way how to do a calories deficit because it's not creamy. Anything that's creamy is going to be more of a weight gain, and it's going to sit around your midsection, and something you don't want when you're trying to cut fat. You dig? And it's got an evening snack of a protein shake. All right. So let's continue on. We're going to finish this up a little bit, man. So I'm going to fast forward to the workouts. All right. He's talking about informal cardio and formal cardio. So informal cardio is pretty much like just basic walking, right? Formal cardio is going to the gym and actually running on the treadmill, as you can see. All right, and we're gonna keep fast forwarding. Why is this important? Because you can do ways of informal cardio, which is what I just said: walking back and forth to the gym, walking between sets, walk 15 minutes before and after your workout, taking the stairs when you can, park your car far away, use an under desk walking pad, walk while you're on the phone, wake up 30 minutes early to walk around the block, and walk in the evening. AKA, you got to get your informal cardio in because you got to add it on top of your formal cardio in your workouts. That's how you that's how you burn more calories throughout your day, y'all. If your body's not used to it, you have to force your body to do it. And how you do it, you got to move your body, y'all. You got to move your body. He's talking about steps. 1 hour of walking equals 6,000 steps. That's at 3 miles per hour. So track your speed. Make sure you're going 3 miles an hour. 1 hour walking at 6 miles. So the same amount of time, but you add 3 miles per hour. You add a whole 6,000 more steps in the same amount of time. That's 12,000 steps, y'all. Why is this important? 12,000 steps can burn you a whole lot of calories, y'all. A whole lot of calories. And all this does, it helps you burn and sculpt your body. It helps you burn and sculpt your body, y'all. You can do a step challenge, right? And this is what he's talking about in the video, all right? So I want you guys to understand why it's important to take the stairs. This guy lost 33 pounds by doing a step challenge. That's informal cardio and doing your workouts. This is the key. You got to work out. I don't care what y'all say. You cannot be lazy. You cannot be lazy while doing this stuff, y'all. You got to move your body. What's going on, Cuzzo? We're talking about burning fat, man. Go back and check the video out on YouTube, man. We're giving away the game. But guys, you got to keep this mindset, keep these nuggets in your mind. You got to have a plan. If you know you're trying to cut fat, know how much you weigh, do the math. He just did it in the video to get the right amount of body fat percentage to lose. That's the game plan. That's the goal. The strategy now is to be in a caloric deficit. Next thing is to make sure you get those active cardios burned. 500 calories per day burn is 1 pound of fat per week. Keep that thing consistent. No cheat meals. Because once you start adding that surplus in, you're messing yourself up. You got to walk as well as working out every day. That's how you get to the money. That's how you get to the money, man. And I don't want to belabor the point because we're already running out of time. All right. So again, that's the summary of it all together. You got to move your body. All right. You have to work out. See, your man is cut. I'm cut. I'm shredded up. You feel me? And one way to do it faster, you guys, I do it the plant-based diet way. When you have a mostly plant-based diet, you naturally are in a caloric deficit. Why? Because you're eating less calories, but you're eating cleaner calories and they're lighter on your feet. So that way you still get your macros because your macros are important when you want to burn your fat. And that's the facts. And so again, he's coming from a doctor perspective, okay? I'm giving it to you based on what he's saying, but it's also based on the stuff that I've been preaching about anyway. Y'all think I'm strict. Y'all think I'm strict, and I'm just showing you guys why I'm not strict. What's going on, RFit? We talking about burning fat. You feel me? Add in what your take is when it comes to burning fat. Guys, I'm going to give this one last summary before I go. Make a plan. Do the math on what he said. Know the fat percentage you want to be at. Know how much percentage that you are at and do the math on how to get there, okay? Once you get the math, you'll understand the weight that you need to lose. Once you get the weight you need to lose, now it's time to create the plan. You need to be in a caloric deficit to cut your fat, all right? Get your exercise in, get your active rest, your activity, you dig? And then your rest and calories because you got to go to sleep. Going to sleep is how you get the rest of your calories out the way. So that way, if your macros are right, you have the right amount of food, the right kind of food, that's going to aid into burning more calories when you rest. You got to drink your water to stay hydrated, eat your fruits as well. These are your macros. I'm talking about it from a plant-based perspective because it's naturally how you get cut, but you got to get in the gym, right? And I know the stigma. Most people say, oh, if you plant-based, you ain't going to look jacked. Da, 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 da. No, you get jacked when you go to the gym, right? I'm more jacked than a lot of motherfuckers who eat meat anyway, all right? So guess what? That's no excuse. That's no excuse. You got to get in the gym. Me personally, I say get in the weights at least 4 to 5 days a week. On top of that, go ahead and get your cardio in, and you got to get your steps in because you got to burn 500 calories to lose a pound of fat, but you got to keep it consistent Monday through Sunday, 6 days a week, 7 days a week. You got to work out, man. Ain't no days off, big dog. Ain't no days off. And this is why I say no days off. So when they say, well, when do I rest? You rest when you're not working out. That's what you do. This is an everyday thing. You don't say, well, when do I stop brushing my teeth? Nah, you brush your teeth every day because you need to. You take a shower every day, don't you? You got to work out every day, just like you take a shower. You got to eat food every day. You got to work out every day. It's as simple as that. You got to use the food for your fuel. The 2 F's. Use the food for your fuel. That, stay in the caloric deficit, working out, doing formal cardio, informal cardio. I say use weights as well because you want to be looking sexy for the summertime. That's why your boy got them shades on. You dig? Hey, this your man, Cobe Rise and Rise. My man Ernest says it's a great show. It's a great show. That will help keep track of what workouts you do. 100%. If you guys are looking for any tips, if you guys are looking for any workouts, hit your boy up, man. You got to hit me up below. King Alajuwan 21, big dog, on IG. Find me on Facebook, Rise and Rise Academy. Your boy don't stop. You dig what I'm saying? Your boy don't stop. We keep this train rolling. All right? Hit me anyway. This concludes the show. I appreciate everybody for rocking in, tapping in with your boy. It's your boy, Cobe Rise and Rise. You dig what I'm saying? When we're faced with an obstacle, what we do, y'all? We rise and rise, baby. Let's turn it up in this thing, man. Yeah. Let's go. Y'all got the lock spot today, y'all. Say it's good, but drink the water, washing your hair, keep your shoes on, fruit, your vegetables, and then play. Yeah. Let go.